What's going on? I don't know. I've gotten real big on narratives this year if you've been following me, and I just realized that this is the 19-year anniversary of the release of Lord of the Rings. And of course the Hobbit is running away with this thing. How we didn't see this narrative coming, we're just not playing the game right. We're not playing the game right. It's about narratives. Middle-earth was under threat, and we didn't play a Hobbit. We got nobody to blame but ourselves. I played Bryson. I played the Ogres. I should have been playing the Hobbits. Poor play on my part. What's up, new guy? I'm the Degenerate75. I'm a PGA DFS content creator who is here to help you get a little bit better at PGA DFS. If you don't know, this should be hard, but at least at Showdown, which we're here for today, there can be an edge because there'll be some people doing some real dumb shit, okay? And I'm going to try to walk you through all that. I'm not going to give you a single pick, but I do have great news. If you want picks, if you want to be spoon-fed those, there's about 1 million other shows out there that do that shit. Go check them out because you're going to be holding your breath for the next 40 minutes. You're not going to get a single pick. If you find you like the cut of my jib, come check out that schedule right there, right? We do the emergency stream every Wednesday, 7 o'clock, Lord's time zone. We're doing round 2, round 3, and round 4 Showdown Hoedown live this week, basically when the round ends, okay? So just be looking out for it on Twitter, so turn on your notifications, Dickie. And yes, this week, we are doing a Sunday sweat, and I'm going, just like we did at the U.S. Open, me and Sia, we are going to be doing it with the Tour Junkies. What time is that going to be? I don't know, okay? So be there for that. Are we going to do it tomorrow? No, that's Saturday, new guy. We're going to do it Sunday, probably towards the end of the round. You'll turn on the golf, not listen to their shitty coverage. Listen to me and the Tour Junkies talk shit, sweat some lineups, have a good time, and hang out, right? That'll be Sunday. I'm going to guess late morning, early afternoonish time. We got to see what time the round's going to end, right? Hey, if you're here for some pickums, don't worry. I will be getting to that. If you don't know, over on my site, we are adding pickums over there for NFL, college football, and for MLB. I'm bringing on a whole team of people because our shit be growing real fast. So if you're into that, it will be more than just me giving, 3 minutes to it on my show here, and we're going to start doing a column on it every week. So if you're into the pickums, we are going to start doing it with a little write-up because some of you are like, I don't like that damn video. I can't figure out the YouTubes. Why can't you just write me an article? Well, old guy, don't worry. I'm going to start doing that for you, okay? New guy, you should probably also know that I am not a poor and I can afford to do giveaways, and I will be giving away every 50 likes we get over here, I will give away another ticket to play with me in the big $20 tomorrow, which I believe is $100,000 up top. So get in there. To simply get in there, ask a question over in the chat with a question mark. That'll get you qualified. If you ask more than 2 questions, your ass is disqualified. Keep it to 2 questions. The big guy's got a date with a Rosetta Stone tonight, and I can't be answering questions till Kingdom Come, okay? Also, I'll be spinning one from all you that retweeted me over on Twitter. My dude, Chicken Diners has actually won 2 tickets, and he wanted to give it back to the community, so he will be sponsoring this giveaway for my Twitter people, so be looking out for that. To be in that one, you just simply had to like and retweet over on Twitter, all right? Let's talk about what we saw out there today. By the way, my eyes are cheating. I'm just watching Brian Harmon, right? That shot he hit on 12, I'm like, oh, thank God he's going to finally double bogey. And that little Hobbit motherfather chipped in for a frickin' par. God, he was unstoppable today. I just had a feeling. I'm glad at least I played him at Showdown, so we got a little bit of that. Speaking of which, I believe I counted 6 different people from my site today. One frickin' a GPP at Showdown today. Insanity. Mainly because they played the Hobbit. Because, honestly, I was like, I don't like to chase good rounds, except in round 2. Then I'm okay chasing good rounds, especially when you got the ring and you can go invisible and your opponents can't see you. All right. What do we see today? Well, first of all, the cut is definitely +3, okay? It kind of settled in at +3 pretty much since the beginning of the afternoon guys coming out. It just never really got too far off of that. The conditions did not toughen up in the afternoon. I will tell you, through 2 days, there has been, yesterday, the wave edge was a little over a stroke, and today it was almost exactly dead even. 0.03 stroke difference, right? Which, by the way, I watched this stream on Wednesday night from some guy who said, I like the AM PM wave, right? I would play AM PM, guys. I bet there's at least a half a stroke difference. Although, I heard everybody in the industry say, oh, hey, man, it's Europe. You can't predict the weather, or there's no weather edge this week. Well, I guess I'm a fucking shaman, all right? Or whoever that guy was that stream I was watching, because there ended up being quite the wave edge. Make sure to tune into the stream Wednesday. I'll go over the numbers with you just so you can see that, like, your picks are fucking stupid. And if you would have just leaned into this weather edge, not play every guy from that weather edge, but just, like, use it for, like, your punts and your pivots, you're going to get in such a better position, right? Yes, the Hobbit came from the bad wave, but you could have still played the Hobbit and still had 80% of guys from the other wave, right? And it would have got you off some donkey dicks that ended up going down hard. So, what did we see from the course today? It played almost exactly the same as it did yesterday, just a hair harder than yesterday, 2.5 strokes today as opposed to 2.25 yesterday. The course, it honestly seemed almost exactly the same. Those quote-unquote sprinkles that the forecast was showing us really never came to fruition, at least that I saw. So, we keep hearing that there's going to be rain tomorrow. I'll believe it when I fucking see it, all right? So, that's where we're at right now. And while I just have this up, because I think we got to give Data Golf a minute to get there, to get all the strokes gained data uploaded, right? So let's just talk real quick about your lineups this week. Here's what I'll tell you. If you have any 6 of 6s this week, right? You're live. I don't give a shit. I played 0 Brian Harmon this week, and I still feel pretty optimistic. Now, if you're looking where you're ranked at right now, if you don't have Brian Harmon in a lineup, there's no way you have a lineup that's even like in the 98 percentile because he just has so many more points than everybody else. He got the bogey-free round, he had a streak, he had an eagle, and most of all, he has those fake 30 position points. But if Harmon ends up falling, let's say, to 4th place over the weekend, people are going to be losing all those points, plus he won't be scoring. So just because you're not currently up at the top of a GPP, that doesn't mean shit. Everybody at the top of a GPP right now certainly has Brian Harmon. But go look. I bet a lot of them have 4 of 6s, 5 of 6s, but most importantly, they have Brian Harmon, who I don't give a fuck how far ahead he is. I still don't think he's going to win. So they're going to be losing those points that they have, right? Furthermore, here's the bigger point I would make. Anybody that made the cut, right? Even slapdick Scotty Scheffler or shamrock up his ass Bobby Mack, right? Hey, here's a riddle for you. How do you get a slapdick putter to make every 12-foot par? How do you do it? How? You just have the entire donkey dicks play him, and then he becomes donkey chalk, and he gets there for him. That's the answer to the riddle. Okay. So even if you have a lineup that's all +3 guys, look at this. If you have all guys that are +3, they are literally 6 strokes out of 4th place. They're 6 strokes out of 4th place, right? But they can't win. Well, first of all, are you sure they can't win? All right, are we sure that Brian Harmon's not going to finish this tournament at -7 and Scotty Scheffler can't go pick up 10 strokes this weekend? Are we sure of that? Because I'm not sure Brian Harmon's going to not do a little moonwalking. He might run away with it, right? With his little legs. So it'll be a very slow runaway, but he'll get there. So here's what I'm telling you, man. These position points, you're going to be able to skyrocket. There will be a guy tomorrow who is currently in probably T61, and by the end of tomorrow will be in the top 10. And not only will he have made all those birdies, but he'll move up and get all those position points and be primed to make a big run on Sunday because he'll be so much closer to the leaders. And those position points, they get so much heavier in those first top 7 points. Go look at the point structure on DraftKings. The points are so much more heavily weighted towards those top 7, 8, 9 positions. So every time you're moving up, not only are you moving up because your guy's getting a birdie, you're also moving up 2, 4, 6 points in the position points. So you are so live if you still have 6 of 6s. If you don't know what the 6 of 6 rate is this week, it looks like it's about 11 to 15% across all of the GPPs. So relatively high, right? But it didn't help that literally every chalky person, Scheffler, Bobby Mack, everybody was just getting there. Cantlay chipped in on 17 to get in on the number. Just everybody got in on the number, right? So, it's not as high as I would have thought with almost all the big names making it, but it is still relatively high. Anytime it's over 10%, I call that pretty high, but at least it's not like 30, right? If you don't know what this website is, this is called Cut Sweats, where you can track all your 6 of 6s, right? You want to know how you're doing? You just go over here to my contest, and you can see that even though it's 11 to 15% this week, well, if it'll let me click on it, my computer's being real slow. You can go look and see how your actual lineups are doing in it, right? And what's really cool is tonight, it will have all the simulations to see if you have a real sweat to win, right? Like you can see, I have 100% 6 of 6 in some contests, 50%, 35%. Even in the ones where I did 150, I'm at 25%. In the Millionaire Maker, I have 35%. My 5 of 6 rate's higher. Why is your 6 of 6 rate so high? Well, I did this crazy little new strategy that no one's ever heard of called checking the fucking weather. That's how, right? It's not real genius, right? I don't think you have to be Oppenheimer to figure this shit out. That's how, right? And then now what's going to happen this weekend? Maybe I'll lose my ass. Maybe all my guys will moonwalk. But here's all I can do. I can just get them to this point and then just hope I luck sack. Anybody that brags about how good they do from this point out, they're full of shit. It's just luck at this point. There's nothing else you can do. All you can do is get them to the end of round 2 in the best conditions possible, which I did. And now we'll just see if I luck sack this weekend and go take down some nice hits. That's all we can do, right? If you ever want to sign up for Cut Sweats, you get half off the first month. Simply use my code DEGENERATE75, all caps. It'll get you half off your first month, okay? Let's talk about contest mode. Did anybody notice how slow DraftKings was today? putting this out, they were really slow putting out the main. Some people were thinking they weren't going to put one out, and I think they wanted to make sure that the weather wasn't going to get screwed up and there wasn't going to be, like a delay. Once they saw that there wasn't, they did bump it up to 350 today as opposed to 300. I wish they would have just made it 400 K, and I would have been so much happier, but they didn't. But it is better. At least now it's only 28% to first. Still pretty gross. And I don't think you should play in it unless you're going to play at least 50 lineups. That would be my advice, right? Or you're playing with me, and that's free because you won a ticket. They kept the 555 the same, not playing in it. The $100, I love the $100. It's just a great format. Look at those nice 10th place, exactly 1/10 of first. Just a great payout structure. Give me that $100 single entry all day. The big $5, they did the same format, 28% to first, and look at that. Second place is only 30% of first. So gross. Third place is only 1/10 of first. Polly, tell them. So bad. It's like I don't even want to play in these. The 254 max, the $200 single entry, those are all good. But like, if you want to spam 150 lineups tomorrow, basically you can't unless you want to be in a shitty structured contest. That's what tilts my balls, right? But which, by the way, where the hell is my $10 18 max? Am I overlooking the $10 18 max? Maybe I need to sort by, they hide it down there because they know it always fills. Of course, this is the one you should always be playing in. If you want to play $200 tomorrow, you'd be so much better doing like two $100 single entries or doing 18 lineups in this $10. It's just such a better structure. You're going to get such a better return on your investment. When you have good days, you'll profit. Whereas if you have a good day tomorrow on the big $20, you'll still lose money. You have to have a great day to win in that. The $1.20 max is always solid. The $5 single entry, $33 single entry, $12 single entry. But honestly, it's just the same contest, right? So I'll just tell you what I always tell you: get in good contests. That's and like the $20 and the $5 fucking suck. The 555 sucks. There you go. That's the long answer. Tomorrow, don't forget for round four, get in there and add. Go reserve your seats in my round 4 contest. I have the only Showdown contest out there. We have 750 people in it. I don't want to be stressing my balls Saturday night trying to get this filled. So go reserve. It's a $5 3 max. Go hop in there now. Bobby, I see you over there. Bobby hitting GPPs today with the super chat. Thank you, brother. I just want to tell you thank you before the frickin' chat disappears on me. Hey, speaking of which, make sure to like and subscribe. By the way, we're already at 100 likes. So we're already giving away 2 tickets. Something tells me we can get to 150 today. Every time you like and subscribe, it helps me and the editor out. We're just 2 independent fucks doing this on our own. No big tout site, no media network to support us. So every time you drop a like and turn on the notifications and tell a friend, it helps us so much because YouTube ain't going to share our shit. All right, let's talk weather. Tomorrow, less spicy, I think, right? We're gonna have to do a little projecting. See, this is what I'm talking about. This light rain, this is what it showed today, and I never saw it come to fruition. Now, it does look like tomorrow afternoon there will be some rain. So here's what I am thinking. First of all, it seems as though the winds die down, and I have to imagine they're going to all be going out in 2s tomorrow, right? If they all go out in 2s, the leaders have been going off as late as like 4:30. So if they're going to do that again tomorrow, I mean, literally, I think the leaders are going to be out there kind of in the nuts conditions because look, at 4 o'clock, literally the winds just die. So as much as I hate to say this, I think this is just one of those days, like you might have to give a slight lean to the leaders, right? Because I think they're going to be out there in the nuts conditions, and I think everybody outside of Brian Harmon is going to be fucking flag hunting tomorrow, right? The other extreme of that is I think I would want to have those guys probably out there around 8 a.m., right? It looks like it's going to kind of sprinkle up till about 7 a.m., and then those guys are going to be out there. And the thing is even though the weather's going to be, 9, 10, 11 mile an hour gusts, that's not going to blow you off of the course, right? And I also think it's going to be very scoreable. The greens will be less chewed up. It will probably be relatively soft all day, but it will certainly be the most pure greens in the morning, right? So if I'm using the weather tomorrow, assuming they're going off in 2s, I think that there is a very viable thing that you probably build your lineup. So like 3 guys who go off relatively late, your quote unquote leaders, guys going off probably in the last 5 to 10 groups. But then I also think that you want to have in your lineup something like those guys kind of in that sweet spot, maybe that tee off between 10 and 11, right? But more than anything, I want guys who don't give a fuck tomorrow. I want guys who are just going to go fire at flags, right? I don't want Captain Par, okay? I don't want to have a guy that's going to go make me 16 pars, 1 bogey, 1 birdie. I want 8 bogeys and 8 birdies, all right? I want guys like that. And so those aggressive style players who are going to be firing at flags and either finishing dead last tomorrow or having that big -6 round and rallying for into the top 10 tomorrow. Those are the kind of guys I want in my lineups. I want to rise or I want to crash and burn. By the way, Mike, I appreciate the super chat, and M. Bosch, I appreciate you too. Sexy boy Cam Smith has a chance. I know that eagle on 18 was sick. Okay. So that is the weather. It looks like it's going to be a little sprinkly, and the weather just seems to die down around 4 o'clock. But I wouldn't overreact to that because it's not like it's significantly less wind than we've seen the first couple days. I think where this is going to be particularly useful is I think that this really helps the attackers, right? There is a chance Brian Harman will play aggressive tomorrow. There is a chance, but I just don't think he will. I mean, he has a huge lead. If he just makes a bunch of pars, he could legit still have a pretty solid lead heading into Sunday. But I think almost everybody else is going to be firing at flags, especially those aggressive style players, especially those good round 3 scores, because round 3 is moving day, and guys need to be moving up the leaderboard. And with these in these moderate conditions tomorrow, with less winds and soft conditions, I think you're going to see a ton of birdies, right? I think tomorrow's a day to smash underdog and just go take the over on birdies all over the place. All over the place. I think that you can't hide the flags from what these guys are going to be doing tomorrow, okay? That's my opinion. And I will say this, outside of Scotty Scheffler, does it seem like nobody ever misses short putts here? I've never seen a place where, like, every time they have 4 foot, it's automatically in every time. Like, I've gotten so used to these courses recently that, like, when it's a 4-footer, it's like, well, it's 50-50 to make it. Now, for Scotty, it's 1 in 10 he's going to make it. But for everybody else, anytime my guy has a 4-footer or some asshole has a 4-footer that I want to miss it, it's in every time. Every single time it goes in. Like, who was that? Ricky had, like, 3.5 feet on 18. It's like, well, there's no chance he's going to miss this, right? No one's missed a 3-foot putt all week outside of Scotty. Outside of Scotty, all right? Hey, Billy, appreciate the super chat. And Brian, I saw Brian win 2 GPPs today. Man, it's bonkers over there. Got all the homies in here. Look at this. I'm gonna be able to retire. Hey. If you want to know hey, there's my player pool right there, you motherfathers. Look, see, you can still see the work I was doing last night being a tryhard. You see right here, these are my projections, my ownership, my ceiling. Everything is put in here. See, projections, degenerate 75, and then all these people who are winning these GPPs are using an optimizer called the solver, and then they make the best versions of their player pool, and then it uses my projections, and then it makes the best versions of those. It's quite the thing. And you're thinking, man, I'm just a casual player. I can't afford that, bro. It's $25 a month if you just want golf. And it's only $40 a month if you want golf and football, because if you don't know, football be right around the corner, brother. So if you want that, I highly encourage you to sign up. Just make sure you use my little Showdown hoedown symbol there. Not only does that get you the optimizer, get you my ownership, my projections, all already loaded in there for you. I'm telling you, if you're making more than 20 lineups a slate and you don't use an optimizer, you hate yourself. And you don't even know what you're missing out until you do it. Could be Travis. Let's go. I hope you're high up in the air, you motherfather. All right, let's see if it looks like they're importing them now. Data Golf is doing the Lord's work getting this shit done, guys. I mean, this is really incredible stuff that they're getting this done, because there's no true strokes gain data. You got to get it through the app, and they're still scraping it over. So we're going to start talking about it now. While it's loading in, hopefully it gets done. I was pushing the start of the show up as close as I could without actually stomping on them. Oh, 200 people in here, only 118 likes. We need to get to 150 likes so I can at least give away 3 tickets. You motherfathers. All right, I'm going to just reiterate this one more time. I think this is super important. These, some of these aren't updated. It only has like the morning guys, okay? But some of these guys that got in at +3, maybe it would just be easier if we just went and looked at the Open Championship app real quick until that gets updated. Maybe that will buy us some time. What do you think? What do you think, Bob? Well, I don't really give a shit what you say. We're doing it anyways. The Open leaderboard shot view. There we go. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to go find these slime balls that just got in on the number. And I'm going to tell you right now, I am making a commitment because I care about you. I am playing Bobby Mack in every single one of my Showdown lineups all fucking weekend. If that donkey dick's going to get there, I'm going to cash in on it, okay? I am going to do it. I will take one for the community, but you go look at my lineups. Bobby Mack will be in every single one of my lineups. The one guy I am definitely playing is luck second, piece of shit, worst chalk of all time, Bobby Mack. Every single lineup all weekend long. I promise, okay? I'll do that for all of you, okay? I will take the bullet. I will be your sacrificial lamb, okay? I had to do it. I have to do it. All right, Bobby Mack. So now you don't have to play him, all right? Unless you want to win a bunch of money, because you know he's going to go -5 both rounds this weekend. Backdoor T2. You know he's going to do it, because the donkey dicks always get there. All right, sorry, I'm tilting. If he just misses the cut, literally I would be like, oh my God, I'm in amazing position for the weekend. But with him making the cut, there's still a chance that things could go real bad. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is it's just incredible. I mean, incredible how many just absolute stud muffins there are at +3, right? I mean, we're talking David Lingmarth, Richie Ramsey, Victor Perez. I mean, just the Scott Stallings, the very best in all of golf. Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, Cantlay. Okay, that was a joke, new guy. Cantlay, Koepka, Scheffler, Scott, Fowler. I mean, these are legit golfers, which, by the way, my dude old Andrew approaching them, just backdooring 3 birdies in the last 4 to get in on the number. You motherfather, #sleepers. So, I'm really going to look at these guys. I think that picking the right one of these guys, maybe 2 of them, maybe it's 3 of them. It is going to be hard to cram 3 studs in, because if you do that, then you're basically giving up on all the studs up high. And I think Fleetwood and Rory and guys like that are still very viable. But Cantlay, Brooks, Scheffler, Adam Scott, Ricky Fowler, one of these dudes is going to go ape shit manana. One of them is, I promise you, right? I don't know who it is. I don't. Maybe we'll look at the stats and see if we can find it. But if you completely ignore these guys and go spend your money on all the obvious high-end options, John Rahm's, Rory's, the pay-up options that are actually playing well, right? Then I think that you're missing the point of how to get different at Showdown. This is the easiest way to get different at Showdown, is just go play one of these guys. And yes, I bet Patrick Cantlay's stats really suck, and I bet Koepka's stats really suck, right? I bet Adam Scott's stats really suck. They suck because they just got in on the number. But sometimes with studs, I just say, I don't give a shit, and I just play them. I don't need to see stats to know that Patrick Cantlay can go break the slate tomorrow, right? All I need to see is one neck beard, and I know that that's the case. Thank you for the super chat, X-Dark. I appreciate you, brother. Another guy that wins way too many GPPs right there. So that's the first thing I'm doing. The other thing is I love these guys that kind of either moonwalked or got in on the number, right? Like Ryan Fox played unbelievable today, okay? And that little Oompa Loompa, I mean, he can play. And if he plays again like he did today, I mean, he was unbelievable today. I already told you about Andrew approaching him. I mean, these guys that just get in on the number that actually are sneaky playing well. I like it. But then I also want to check out these guys that just moonwalk their ass off. Let's see. Are any of them not studs? I mean, I just can't. It's just a good example. Who's somebody else that moonwalked? Oh, Xander was god-awful today, right? You could never play him. Or you could. All right? I'm just telling you, this is a way to get different, is people are going to spend their money tomorrow up high on guys like Victor Hovland, Wyndham Clark, Max Homa, Rory McIlroy, Cam Young, Jordan Spieth, because they're up high, they're playing better. And Tommy Fleetwood, right? Those will all be very popular guys. And I'm not telling you not to play those guys. Those guys are all very appropriate plays. What I'm telling you is the easiest way to get different is just simply pivot off of the studs. People don't mind pivoting with the punts, right? People will get off Brian Harmon and go play Marcel Seamer, who the fuck ever, right? Just run with my example, all right? But you know what people aren't going to want to do? They're not going to want to get off Tommy Fleetwood and go play Adam Scott. People aren't going to want to do that, okay? So that right there is just a great way to get different right off the bat, all right? And then another nice thing is those guys right there, I think they're going to be out there in nice conditions, right? They're going to be out there on perfect greens. I think they're going to get hot. They're going to roll it in. Oh, Corey Connors, the golem eyes, old Pennywise eyes. He'll tear it up too. He'll get there. Okay, come on, Data Golf. You're letting me down. Don't do this in front of me. Let's just look at the stats we already have uploaded. Looks like they have the morning half of the guys already in there, right? These are all the guys that went off in the morning. Yeah, that's what it appears. All right, let's just look at the stats we have. And then we'll see if it uploads. What do you say? Hashtag ball striking. Abraham Answer, my God, man. Boomer Sooner. You know what? Man, I did not realize Abraham Answer was ball striking like that. My God. Abraham Answer is a guy that, I played this week at week long, not as much as I probably should have, but I really liked him. I thought he was a great pivot off of those guys in that range. And Jesus, my God, if Abraham Answer, he can get hot with a putter. He's not historically a great putter, but he can get hot with it. And some guys can never do that. Okay, what have I told you? Anytime I see Brennan Todd on approach, what do? Okay, I don't send children over the bridge. That is correct. Very good. I do not. He's a troll. What do you want me to say? Joaquin Neiman. He missed the cut. Wah, wah. Okay, Max Homa, bounce back city. Give me all the maximum Homa. Thurston Lawrence, pretty good today. Pretty good. Okay, Tom Kim. Can we just talk about him for a second? I didn't even hear about this until somebody sent me a message. He had like a freaking rolled ankle or some shit like that, and he went out there and still shot one of the 5 best rounds on the course today. Remind me, Tom Kim, not a bitch. Not a bitch. I think that's important to remember. That guy impressed the shit out of me today doing that. My God, man. And he really wasn't even, he did not play well the first round. So kudos to Tom Kim. And by the way, Sahith Theegala, another guy today. I told you, he ain't no bitch. He didn't have his A game this week, but he fought to the very end, didn't he? Okay. You want to know who's not Sahith Theegala? Siwoo Kim. Oh, I've made 2 bogeys. I fucking quit. I'm Siwoo Kim. I'm not going to grind shit. I'm just going to be a little bitch and quit. By the way, Scotty Scheffler tried to quit today. Roar, roar, roar. I hate this course. Roar, roar, roar. Dude, the course ain't making you putt like a fucking moron. Okay. Moving on. Who else? If you're on, Callum Shankwin. Great ball striking. Enjoy that +10, donkey. Oh, North Fence. Ooh, North Fence is actually pretty solid today. Let's see. Anybody? All right, let's see if anybody was particularly good on approach. Matt Wallace? He missed the cut. Okay. Terrell Hatton, he was having a great round. What? Did he quad 18? My God, man. My God. Ronnie, thank you for the super chat, brother. Wait, we're like setting a record here with these super chats? My God, man. My God. All right. Who else? That Hatton thing, I think that can go one of two ways. I think that he might bounce back, or it could just be like, fuck it. I'm Hatton. I fucking quit. Man, he was having a good round until that too. Like he was having like a optimal type round. Dude, this Bjork, man, this guy has some irons, bro. The guy can strike some irons. The Bjork dorks. I think I'm one of those now. Minwoo Lee, very good play today. I will tell you, I don't know if I want to count on Minwoo Lee picking up 4 strokes on short game again. Not exactly Minwoo's thing, right? BYB, thank you for the super chat. Crazy super chat today. I told you, people won money. They're just in a giving mood. Off the tee. That was really bad, but otherwise we're good at everything else. We already talked about Hatton. Well, I think he lost most of those on frickin' 18. Matt Wallace missed the cut. We already talked about him. Connor McKinney missed the cut. No one gives a shit. Hillier, Taylor Moore, nope, missed the cut on the number. Mitchell Loser, nope. Bjork, I already talked about him. Okay. Anybody really bad around the greens or otherwise good? Callum Shankwin, plus 10. Well done, sir. Old Thirsty Lawrence, all right. Oh man, I got a new nickname. I gotta go look this guy up. Where's old Dirty Dick Bland? Dirty Dick Bland. I love that name. I'm stealing that from somebody on my Discord. Old Dirty Dick Bland. Where's he at? Where's the Bland Master? We still don't have his stats up. All right, so you're seeing that some of the stats aren't there. I was trying to time it up where I could get this out as soon as possible. But I think that tomorrow is way more about trying to get guys in the Goldilocks zone, getting guys who are low owned who can go off. Because you got to remember in round 3, this is the most important thing I tell you. There are no position points. So play the ickiest motherfathers you can think of, right? Like, go find the guy, all right? Go find who the fuck ever it is, right? Go play. No one is going to, not a fucking soul is going to play Alex Norn tomorrow, right? And I don't even think Alex Norn's a good play. But it's Showdown, and you just got to remember 3 little words. Or he could. That's all you got to remember. I'm not telling you to go put 3 or 4 of these guys in your lineups, but have just a dirty, filthy slime ball in your lineups, right? It was just 2 weeks ago. I had old Michael Thierbjergen in my lineup, and he won me a GPP, right? Because he was a legit 0.4% owned. You just got to have one of those slimy bastards, and they go off, and if they go off and break the slate, and you don't have to share those points with everybody else, that is how you win GPPs, all right? There is a good chance that whoever, not a soul's going to play Matthew Fitzpatrick tomorrow. Not a soul's going to play Matthew Fitzpatrick, right? And he could definitely break a slate. No one is, but the thing, like, if you want to go play Patrick Cantlay, okay? Patrick Cantlay can break the slate, but he'll also be double-digit owned tomorrow, right? People are sharp enough at round 3 Showdown now that you're not going to get him at 1% ownership. I would not be surprised if Matthew Fitzpatrick is 2% owned, or Alex Norn is 1% owned, or old Romaine Lettuce is the Caesar salad guy. He is probably going to be 2% owned. Go get one of these slimy bastards, all right? And sometimes with the slimy bastards, fuck the stats. Don't even look at him, right? Well, he had bad approach yesterday. Sometimes you just got to embrace this. This is the filthiest little secret that I've never really wanted to tell anybody. I credit Jesse, #downside of me on Twitter, for saying this, is that one thing that people don't consider at PGA Showdown enough is just luck. Just luck. Just sometimes you need to just play some lucky shit, some guys that are going to go out there and they don't make any sense, okay? I've known that for a long time. He was the first one I ever heard articulate it, and so I'm going to give him credit because unlike everybody else, I actually cite my sources. So that would be just a little friendly advice to you. Let's go get to the drawings. What do you say? Looks like, we did get to 150. Let's go. 150. See if we can get to 200 by the end. Maybe we'll do an extra one after the chat. Hey, before we do, check out my site, DGen75.com. If you can't tell, it'd be growing real fast. Just go look at that flag you see everywhere. Go look at the flags on the leaderboards. Go look at the flags from last week. That's my collage. We got a lot of winners. And I have the best tool of all of PGA DFS called the Rosetta Stone. Here's last week's round 3. You can see it's got everything you need to make informed decisions, right? You're like, man, you talk so fast, and I don't know how to do the data golf, so I can't figure it out. Well, that's what this is for, dude. I put it all here so you can make informed decisions and actually have a process and not just simply pull names out of your ass. Not just be like, oh, I like Dirty Dick Bland. I'm going to play him, right? You might want to be a little more nuanced than that, okay? So that's what the Rosetta Stone's for. You want those good round 4 scores? Sung J.M., Hideki Matsuyama, oh, Jesus. Brian Harmon, get out of here, Brian. Get the fuck out of here. And lastly, JT Poston. Okay. All right, JT. He's sneaky there. Those are all some guys that are historically good round 3 scores. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right now, I don't think anybody's going to play him or Hideki. Those could be some good guys that, like, I don't care what their stats say. Maybe Sung Jae's on broke. Maybe. I doubt it. He still seems pretty broke. And if I'm doing pick'ems tomorrow, I've already tipped my hand at this. We will have hopefully, I'll have one of my PGA guys get a little article up tonight with 3 picks. And here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be attacking the over on birdies. Based on what we've seen these first 2 days, they've been putting 3.5 birdies out there. You put 3.5 birdies on any stud tomorrow, I am smashing the over, okay? Smashing the over. Because I just think that there's going to be 4 or 5 holes where you're going to probably be likely to get birdies. Probably about 9 holes where I would consider quote-unquote birdie holes. You just get it on half those holes, you're already home free. Not to mention, you got to think of the mentality. These people see, I know he's way up there, and I know he's really small, but they can see that little hobbit up at the top of the leaderboard, and they know the only way to get him is to start rolling in some birds. They're going to be flag firing. And when they fire at flags, that equals birdies, because I've heard that some of these guys are above average golfers. That's the rumor going around the mean streets. All right, let's get to the wheel. Once again, this is somebody who won twice but wanted to give it back to the community. This is for people that did Twitter. Editor, over here in the chat, go ahead and give me 3 winners from the chat to build a lineup with me tonight. We can save it for Showdown. We can save it for next week. Aguilano. You know your fucking name, all right? So there you go. Editor is doing the names. Mr. Petrini, there's 1. Give me another one, editor. Don't forget, get your questions there. More than 2, I'll boot your ass. L.A. Quake. Okay, that guy is on a effing heater. L.A. Quake is on a heater. Give me another one. Give me another one, editor. And then we get to the chat. If we get to 200 likes by the end of the chat, I will do another one, okay? I will do another one. One time, Bob. Jesse McVickers, there you go. These guys get it. They get in early. They ask their questions. They're sharp, man. They're sharp like a Japanese sword? I don't know. Katana? What are they called? All right. Middle Earth Celebration. It seems that way. The ending of Lord of the Rings 3. What is that called? The Return of the King, where they have like that 30-minute denouement. That's what this feels like, right? They're all just running up and slow motion hugging Brian Harmon. That's what it feels like right now. Tigala, man. Sometimes you just gotta remember 3 words at Showdown. Or he could. He played so bad tomorrow. He'll never make the cut. It's Showdown. I don't give a shit if he makes the cuts. I care if he's gonna go out there and make me birds. That's what I care about. Hey, big guys, the Leprechaun worth a play tomorrow? They're very close. Yeah, I think so. You got to factor in he's in his native lane. That's right by Ireland. He was playing very well today until that quad on the last hole. And honestly, I think that he's going to go out there and probably fire at the first 4 pins if his irons are on. By the way, we're talking about Hatton here. If he goes out there and he's hot tomorrow, I think that he could have a nuts type round. I think if he goes out there and he's not feeling it the first 4 holes, I think he'll bitch quit on you in a heartbeat. Scotty Luxack or what? I'm not sure. You can say Scotty Luxack, but I'm pretty sure that guy missed you can't call him, if he's Luxack, then he's also anti-Luxack, okay? Because he also shouldn't have even been in that position because he misses so many short putts. It is unbelievable how bad he is. It's Brian Harmon Salute, something I thought I'd never hear after 2 rounds of the Open Championship. Well said, Jack. I agree with that. Who are some players you feel can make a charge to catch the Hobbit tomorrow? I mean, I still feel like Tommy Fleetwood's going to win this thing. I still feel like Tommy Fleetwood's going to win this tournament. If you made me pick, so I'm going to go with Tommy Fleetwood. I still think he's going to win this tournament. He will win this tournament at -9. That's my call right now. Maybe I'll go -9. Fuck it, I already said it. Does Bobby Mack go nuclear tomorrow? Yes, he does, and I'm gonna win all the monies because he's gonna be in every one of my lineups. The things that I do for you guys. Stop calling him Brian Harmon. His name is Mr. Frodo. That's true. Was this enough carnage for the big guy? Yeah, this has been fun. This has been a really fun 2 days. I think all majors should average over 2 rounds over par. That's what I think, Bob. That's what I think. If they do it again tomorrow when they got all the slapsticks out of the field, then we got the carnage. But I'm pretty sure they're going to get after it tomorrow. I think you're going to see the course probably play 1 over par at most tomorrow. That's my guess. Unless they put some tricky flags out there or this rain impacts them in a way that I'm not seeing, but I don't think so, Bob. Is Rory shooting a 65 or 64 tomorrow? I'm going to go 63. Can Sharma actually compete, or is he free-falling this weekend? First of all, every time I see his name, Bill, it makes me hungry. I just crave some shawarma. Big Mediterranean food guy. But what I will say about him is I don't think he'll compete. If he finishes in the top 15, I would be shocked. But I've been wrong before, trust me. Is everyone registered for round 4 contest? Thank you, Tony. A man that gets it. Scheffler, a decent bounce back? I mean, I just worried, can he even score? Because how many times does he stuff it to 6 feet and he can't even make the birdie? It's so frustrating, man. It's so frustrating. It doesn't matter how good your ball striking is if you can't roll in a 5'8" birdie putt, you donkey. All right, is using the Cascade and 20 max a bad idea for Showdown? Here's the thing with it. I like that if you really have a hot take on like 5 guys, right? If you want to have 5 guys and you want to make a thing where you do 4 of them in every single one of your lineups, I don't mind that. I really don't. Problem is at Showdown, I think you want to spread yourself out a little bit more. Now, you could say, I'm only going to do those 5 heavy, and then I'm going to sprinkle everywhere else. If that's the case, I'm okay with it. But for Showdown, I like to have slightly bigger player pools than I do for week long because there's just more guys who are capable of going off and having that nuts type round. So I like to spread it out a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Can Harmon win this? I mean, he can definitely win. I don't think he's gonna. Is Middle Earth going to run away with this thing? I think he's gonna play pretty conservative tomorrow, and then he's gonna see that these guys are gonna catch him, and then he's gonna press Sunday, and he's gonna melt down. That's my narrative. I think he shoots a -1 to +1 tomorrow. That'd be my range. Give me that little range right there. He'll either shoot -1, +1, or even tomorrow. Give me that range. I would bet good money he shoots one of those 3 squares tomorrow. Great call on the early golfers. I mean, the wave edge wasn't really there in the traditional sense, but if you look at where most of the nuts type round came from, Aaron, they were still the morning guys. I know that because they were low. My projections were heavily weighted towards morning guys, and you go look at all the GPPs flying the flags today. Luckbox, 2 5K guys through the cut. Southgate, Ramsey with Harmon, Fleetwood, Victory, no kick in the nuts. I'm telling you, if you have a 6 of 6, you're still live. Is there a limit on how many guys looking for a bounce back round you want in a lineup? Yeah, I mean, to me, when you're on a bounce back, I almost treat those guys like punts, and I try to limit it to 3 of those guys. Because some of those guys are coming off bad rounds because they're playing like shit, and they're going to keep playing like shit. But sometimes they're not. I don't want to have a lineup of 4, 5, or 6 of those guys in a lineup together. That's just getting too cute, right? That's like playing 4 or 5 sleepers at week long. Like, stop. Don't go play 6 pivots at week long. Thoughts on Rom for Showdown tomorrow? I played Harmon today, thankfully. I think Rom's fine. I will say this, like, he just seems like he doesn't want to be there. Like, he doesn't seem locked in. It seems like he has 20 feet for birdie every hole, but which would, in theory, would be good, and he can go low. But I don't know. He just doesn't seem dominant right now. But as soon as I say that, he'll break the course record tomorrow. Did Scotty borrow Rory Shamrock? What? I mean, why does everybody keep saying that? Like, all he had was the one lucky chip in on 18, right? He didn't even chip in. He just got close. And I think that was the exact same shot that Morikawa did too, and Ricky did too. So I don't know. Was a stressful round to say the least. What up, big guy and new guys? What's up, man? Thoughts on some round 3 sleepers? I don't do picks. Other shows for that shit. I will have some sleepers on the stone, but that's basically just looking at the data, not particularly my sleepers, so to speak. Is performance in soft conditions something you would consider? I actually don't mind that, Sam. But here's the thing. Even when this course is soft, I don't think it's soft by fantasy national standards, right? I think even with rain overnight, I think at best it will get to medium firmness, and I don't want to try to guess the firmness and then measure it and then give that to people, so I'm not going to be weighing that, right? I'm not going to be weighing that. But I will give a little bit more weight to good irons this week because I do think that you're going to see more good approaches with softer greens. So many studs at +2, +3. Which one are you not playing? I am Scotty Scheffler. I got so much of him at week long. If he goes ham, I'll be fine. Weather Edge tomorrow, it's tricky. I like that 8 to 10 window. I like the late window. That'd be my guess. DGen and TJ's, what could be better? Well said. I like hanging out with those guys. Pick him smacked again. There's T-Swin. That's the guy that's going to ride him up. Ride him up, T-Swin, you slappy. Max Homa redemption weekend. I mean, he did spin. I think Max Homa is a tremendous bounce back candidate tomorrow, Mr. Hateful Wife. Let's see here. Can you start giving your picks now? Yeah, you could be Travis. You know, one super chat, I'm going to let you get away with that, but don't you poke the bear. Roar. We're 177 likes. We're about to, we get 23 more. We'll have to do another lineup with the big guy. How did DJ bounce back work out? Not well, John. Not well. I played him. I went down with the ship. Sometimes you just got to take one for the team. Watch your mouth, John. You seem a little fiery. Kick you in the nuts. Harmon for the win? I don't think so. Get out of here. Have you ever seen the cut line at plus? Of course I have, all the time. Andy, will anyone score negative points this weekend with these conditions? I mean, are they really going to be that brutal, Andy? I think that the scoring is going to get better tomorrow. And the only guy that, I mean, just the guys I play at Showdown. Those will be the only ones that probably get there, right? Is Ryan Fox a god among men? I mean, yeah, he played incredible today. And, like, he was another one of those guys, 12 feet for par. Makes it every time. Every time. Is this the best community in DFS, PGA DFS? I would say so, bruh. All right, what was the biggest luck sack to get to the cut line on 18? I mean, Ricky hit the ball OB, right? The shot tracker said OB, and then it went over there, and then he was just in some really thick grass, hacks it out to the other side, still has 200 yards from the rough, knocks it into a bunker, gets up and down for par. I thought that was pretty lucky. My boy Billy right here, the guy that I'm putting his thing up, he was tripping balls when he thought Ricky was going to miss the cut because the thing said OB. Which week-long donkey chalk should we be playing in round 3 showdown? Rory and Bobby Mack. One of those two is going to go ape shit tomorrow. I might play both of them in every single lineup. Okay. Cut line is only 6 shots back from the top 5. Yep, that was the point I made earlier, and I agree with that, and that's why I still have a lot of hope for my 6 of 6s. Usually round 3 is very variable with early guys going nuts. Given the weather is so dicey, do you think it's better to continue to hold? I like a mixture of late early guys, right? I don't want the very first guys out there, but probably about groups 10 to 25 in that range. I want some of those guys, but then I also am going to be mixing in some of the leaders up top because they're playing well, and they're also going to be firing at flags. How nice was Cam Smith's second on 18? I actually didn't see it, but I saw the eagle because my 6 of 6 rate jumped up a shit ton when old Shawn Michaels got there for me on 18. What are you doing, new guys? If you haven't smashed the like, hey, we're up to 182. Don't blink. Thank you. Okay. Live stream tour junkies is going to be nuts. Yeah, I think you should be there. I think you really should be there, bro. T-Zone, who's the one type price guy sitting at the bottom of the leaderboard that'll break the slate tomorrow? Probably Neckbeard. Old Neckbeard Cantlay is always a good bet. But he makes no sense. That's why he makes sense, right? Let's see if it's updated. Still not updated. Editor, why don't you shoot Data Golf a DM and say, hey, I don't know, let's not bother them. They're doing good work. I have the Hobbit and RRG Splash $25 pool. Cool. I hope you do well. I don't know what the hell RRG Splash $25 pool is, but I'm happy for you. How much have you learned from listening to Paul Azinger is the worst. That was the genesis of me starting a Sunday Sweat show. Is just listening to that guy makes me want to rip my face off. Round 3 boat race stuff for Chef. Definitely could, Mr. Photography. How do you feel about Ricky Fowler? I mean, God, he played so bad today. So, yeah, he'll be great tomorrow. I don't mind him at all. I'm telling you, I don't know who it's going to be, but one of those +3 guys will break the slate tomorrow. Guaranteed. I'll guarantee it, boy. Hey, Brent, congratulations on the win. 3 6 of 6 out of 25. Is that good? So that's about 12%, right? And that's right around the field average. Not having the Hobbit, that sucks when you look at your lineups right now, but come Sunday, if he finishes T4, it may not even matter depending on what your guys do, right? Putting him 3 birds at the end, racing up the leaderboard. He's out there doing the Lord's work. You don't get the name Andrew approaching him without being able to stick some shots when it matters. Hobbit did putting +4 and tee to green +5. Yeah, I think you can just look those up over on the leaderboard, right? But I don't want to go look them up all individually. I just want to do it on Data Golf. Do you think that JT plays again this season? Probably. I mean, that guy, he needs to go to some fucking counseling or something. Can the Hobbit save Middle Earth? I think so. Are 5 of 6s live in GPPs? I mean, I guess if it gets really a lot of carnage, or you can get all 5 of those guys maybe up into the top 15 with the winner, maybe, but it's a long shot. I'd say that. Statistically, who are a few of the best guys left in rainy conditions? I don't even know if you can measure that, and I don't think that it's going to be rainy for a lot of guys. I mean, it was supposed to be sprinkling all morning, and I didn't see shit out there. Did you guys? Most people ask about studs who bounce back. What studs do you think continue spinning their wheels? I mean, I will tell you, Ricky did not play well today, and I think Scotty Scheffler's so far up in his own head right now that he can't even see straight. So those would be 2 that I would think that they just feel like they're going to continue to spin their wheels. But that's just narrative street bullshit. Cliff doing work, great name. Working. Cliff working. DJ got his bag. Seems to be going through the motions. Yeah, DJ, I think he's done with golf. I think he's ready to just go live on a yacht, and he probably has $100 million sitting in the bank at least. With this horrible 8K and 7K, I feel like Chalk's going to build stars and scrubs. Yes. People are going to be cramming in 3 studs tomorrow. I really wish they would have introduced that new pricing that we saw from, at week-long, right, where they go down to 5,500. I thought that would have been really fun. Who the hell is Matthew Southgate? Well, first of all, his name is Matthew Northfence. Read a book. I'm Ron Burgundy. Stay classy, motherfather. I agree. I don't believe you. All right, Sam, would you be happy with 25% 6 of 6? Yeah, that's twice what everybody else has. That's all you can do is have more 6 of 6s and then hope you luck sack your nuts off. Okay. Kepko, a good round 3 score. He was, I don't know. Plus his stats are going to be so misleading because his round 3 has been the final round over on Live recently, right? Underdog pick'em thoughts tomorrow over on the website. We'll write them up, and I already gave them on here. What are your thoughts on the tee times +1s? I don't know what the hell that means, Joseph. I'm sorry. I don't get your question. Once again, thank you for the super chat, Bobby. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Michael. Just winning more GPPs today. This guy's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm going to call him Mike. That's the level of friendship we're at. Can Cam Young boat race this tomorrow? Dude, Cam Young, he had a lot of birdie looks today. I'll say this about Cam Young. He makes a lot of birdies and a lot of bogeys. I'll give him that, right? I don't think you'll see him move up the leaderboard, but I still think he's viable at Showdown just because I think he'll make a lot of birdies. Billy, Mike Bosch, thank you for the super chats again. Man, we have like a little super chat off here. Brian and could be Travis, all kinds of dudes. Thank you again. Editor is going to get an all-you-can-eat buffet, but only Golden Corral. Only Golden Corral. Nothing too fancy, all right? And he's drinking water. Let's not push our luck. I gotta tip the waitress for refilling his water. Does the editor play DFS too? He does not. I'm trying to get him into it, but he's a nerd. He just wants to, I do computers. Is this the best show on YouTube? I mean, I like to think so. Are we fading the Hobbit? I could see playing him. I really could. I just think that for Showdown, I don't know that he'll be firing at enough flags to really justify playing him. Plus, I bet he'll come in something like 10 to 20% owned, and I want to play guys with bigger upside than him. Can you explain the pros and cons of paying for a website versus the solver? So my website just has unique content that I do my special videos. I do the Rosetta Stone. I do all the stuff for week long. I do that. But then if you want to take all that information and go make your own lineups, then you also get the solver to which my projections will be loaded in there. If you already use a different optimizer or something, you can simply take the projections, which are part of my website, and go put them in whatever one you want, right? So they're two different things, but they're kind of connected, right? I just like to use them together, and so do a lot of people. I'm liking the Spieth charge tomorrow. He got off to a hot. He's actually putting pretty well, and he's just getting in a little bit of trouble here and there. But I don't mind a little Spiethies tomorrow. Have you ever seen so many high-priced guys on the cut line? I haven't, Nick. It's crazy. I've never seen so many big names. Thanks again, Xturka. An editor gets a drink on me. Well, we've already established it's water, so that's right, he does. Who quits harder than Siwoo? Nobody. Did y'all hit the like button? We're at 194. Oh shit, editor, I gotta hurry up and get through these before they get to 200 likes. Ronnie, get some ranch water for tonight's lineups. I could get down with some ranch water. I really want to go see Oppenheimer tonight, but sadly I bet it's already sold out and I gotta get the stone done and shit, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to have time. Seems like a week where 5 to 6 still have a chance. Yeah, I think so. You'll need a little bit of carnage and a little bit of luck, but you could get there. Great live shows. Hey, great audience and great super chat, you motherfucker. Smash the like button. I agree with that guy. Wayne says, who's a guy 10 shot back that could win? Scotty could win. Scotty could legit still win this, right? If the winning score is -7, we're going to tell me Scotty can't go shoot -10 this weekend? Okay? I don't think that's crazy. The winning score could be -7. I don't think that's out of line. Thirsty chalk tomorrow? No chance that guy is chalk, Jared. I don't know where the hell you're getting that from. The Caesar salad guy, thank you, Billy. Go check out Billy Ho's channel. Give him a shout out. He does a good course preview. Nice guy. Enjoy his content. Cody, ultimate kick in the nuts this week. Let's have a great Showdown weekend. Thoughts on Rosner bounce back? I like, let's see if we got any stats up. I'd really like to see Rosner's stats real quick. Let me see if he I can't remember when he went out. I think he was afternoon, right? Yes, we don't have his stats yet. Wow, he got back to, oh no, this is old stats. I was like, he got back to -4, but these aren't, it's not the updated. That's what I'm trying to say. Where are we at here? Razor, do we play JT next week? I will never play JT again until he gets a divorce. How much carnage do you predict tomorrow? Everybody keeps saying carnage. I'm going to go the other way. I think you're going to see the easiest of the 3 days so far. That's my guess. Bob. I think that the wind and a softer course, I'd be very surprised. I mean, the only thing that I think that they can do to make this course tougher tomorrow is tough flags, right? And that is a legit thing to do, but I also think that those other two things can cancel it out. So if the narrative is that it's going to be carnage out there tomorrow, I actually think it'll be a little bit easier tomorrow. That's the narrative I'm running with. Been wrong before, but when it comes to weather, I tend to be pretty fucking correct. Because you can't predict the weather in Europe, and weather's always changing. Okay, wind finder. All right. Next time you click on JT, and there's a Jordan Spieth next to it in October. Let's see what you did there. Good luck tomorrow. Hey, thank you, Joanne. Good luck to you, sister. DJ was piss poor. Yeah, DJ, that's another guy. You want to know if anybody can outquit Siwoo, it's DJ. All right, guys, don't forget. Sunday Sweat will be coming up. Don't forget, go reserve your spots in my contest now, and don't forget to check out degen75.com, right? We will be back tomorrow, so be looking out for the notifications. Be looking out on Twitter. If you're already on the Discord, we'll remind you over there. Be here. Editor, we got to 200 likes. Drop another one. Drop another one real quick, editor. We got to 200. I'm a man of my word. A fourth ticket. Actually, it's a fifth ticket because we did the Twitter one too. So we're going to do one more, and then Jared Bass. There you go, Jared. Hey, caught me a big one there. All right, guys. I think I'm going to run. I'm out. Enjoy this outro, you mother father.